You have nothing to contribute to this, so stay the fuck out!
The ghosts have given up. Familiar haunts have had enough. Too much thought will give you doubt.
That is a very interesting story in itself. The band was started in 1995, and it was kind of going pretty good for a couple of years. And then I was tapped to become the singer, and that's really it. I mean, I had been doing gigs with Stone Sour for 5 years before that. So when they asked me to join, it was really like kind of whoa, really, and because I mean we were the two bands in town, it was Stone Sour and Slipknot. So it was kind of shocking. I'd never done any screaming like that, to be honest, and but yeah, I was a fan of the band. It seemed like very exciting, so I joined, and then we started putting the demos together, started writing as a band collectively, and putting together songs like Spit It Out and Wait and Bleed, and the rest is history, really.
The stone of leaves. I wander out where you can't see. Inside my shell, I wait and breathe. I felt the air rise up in me. Kneel down and clear the stone of leaves. I wander out where you can't see. Inside my shell,
When Slipknot was first put together, I can remember going, this is fantastic. It was a collage. It was a combo. It was an amalgam of all of these different styles. Slipknot basically just kind of took everything and shredded it up and made it what they wanted. And I loved the freedom of that.
I'm Joey from Slipknot. I'm number one, and I play the drums.
I'm Corey, singer for Slipknot, number 8.
Sid, number 0, I'm the DJ. I'm the clown, number 6, I play percussion.
Mick, number 7, guitar.
Paul, number 2, and I play bass. 133, number 5, samples and keyboard.
James, number 4, play guitar.
Chris, number 3, I play percussion.
That's what the first album is all about, is realizing it's time, it's on, it's yours, it's what you've needed, it's what you've wanted, and now it's time. You've had your whole life to be what you finally have dreamt of.
I wanted to go heavier. I wanted to embrace something heavier because that was a lot like the music that I listened to, everything from Metallica to Slayer to Ministry, like the hardcore Ministry sound, like I loved that stuff. And I wanted to do more of that, and also be able to incorporate some of the melody that it felt like Slipknot was missing.
It managed to get kind of a more raw sound, and it doesn't sound flat. Some of that juicy, honest kind of sound you get from analog.
There was such a frenetic energy there that it was almost like an unleashing.
He was able to keep that intensity during the recording of each person, and it just kept that angst, that pretty much sent us off, on the road. Just ready to kill, ready to take over the world.
And the one thing that I love about what we do in these fucking masks, when these masks come off, you went for it. They're not nice. They're not made to be air conditioned.
I ended up wearing a bondage that was a size too small for my head, so my sweat was just filling up inside of this thing, and my ears were literally under water, under sweat, and it was, you know, I couldn't move, and it was pushing my jaw back, and it was just extremely uncomfortable.
And the outside explains the inside. Mask 1, barely see the eyes, barely hear me, creepy ass fucking clown. That clown will kill you. That clown doesn't think. That clown doesn't care.
There's just something not right about it, and I think that's a little bit of the mentality of the band. It's just really not something right about it, you know what I mean? I mean, none of us knew that it would ever have any sort of significance, you know, just kind of rolling the dice and wondering, is this going to work? Is this going to be a year? Is this going to be one album? Or are we going to be able to make a career out of it?
We just expected a certain level, and it just turned out that everybody liked it a lot.
We were convinced that there were 10 other new bands that were going to be bigger than we were, and then, God, were we wrong. And it got so crazy after the Coal Chamber tour, which was our tour after Ozfest, that nobody wanted to take us out on the road with it. Nobody wanted us to open for them, because we would play and then half the audience would leave. Day one, we were setting the tone for everything that was going to come after that. However, we burn ourselves out really, really hardcore.
Biding my time until the time is right. Biding my time until the time is right. Biding my time. It's time. Biding my time until the time is right. Biding my time until the time is right. Biding my time.